Okay, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to June 15th pre-market session. Another day, ton of events. The market is doing wild here. Like the market is just like gapping up, gapping down. The oil is gap down. The overall market tech is wild. And we have a ton of opportunities for the day. First, let me go over the events, economic events, the news, and then we'll go over each ticker one by one. Okay. So let's get started with the economic events. Today we had Empire State Manufacturing Index, and 9:15 we will have industrial production. Not a lot of major events for the market and tech mainly. Wednesday we have FOMC at 2 p.m. and Fed Chair press conference at 2:30, which is going to be important. And Thursday, as always, jobless claims. Okay, so a couple of important events for the week, mainly on Wednesday. On the earnings side, we don't have many major earning plays. Honestly, nothing really critical or worth watching for this week. So yeah, talking about the overall market, as you guys probably all know, there is a peace, seems like, between US and Iran, and Trump announced that the peace deal has been reached with the Strait of Hormuz reopening and the US naval blockade being lifted. And basically this is going to reduce the geopolitical fear and tension. We'll see. But for now, the market reacted heavily. This is the first time that crude oil is back down below $80. We had WTI below 80 back in April 15th, but then the price bounced back up and pushed all the way higher because of the continuation of the tensions. But this time we are actually holding right below $80, and if everything stays the same, if the war and the tension stops and the market sees that the Strait of Hormuz will be open, then as a result the price of oil will definitely drop, and it will affect the equities market as well. Speaking about equities market, let's take a look at SPY. Look at the beautiful price action here on SPY. What happened in these few days of basically market drop? We pushed back lower. We hit 725 on S&P 500, which is right at 50 SMA on daily chart. On Friday, we reclaimed above the 9 and 21 EMA. On Friday, we reclaimed 735, 737, 38 level. That was a resistance, clear resistance zone. The price was holding here, broke, rejected, finally broke out, retested, bounced back up, and then the news came out in the weekend, and we are seeing now S&P 500 SPY is holding above this 750 zone, which was a very critical zone on the overall market, right? So this is the same area that we rejected back in Monday, 8th of June, right? Or Tuesday. The massive sell-off happened when the market rejected 750. Now we're holding above 750. That's a massive reclaim by the buyers, right? So the bid is strong. Obviously the catalyst is also there. Let me switch my gauge. Okay. The catalyst is also there, and the next major resistance would be right around this 754 on S&P 500. We hold that, reclaim that. we can go all the way higher to all-time high on S&P 500. Demand side, on the demand side, definitely this 746, 750 zone. This is a very critical zone. As long as it holds, we're looking good. If it gets broken, which I don't think there is a reason for it, at least for now, unless like we hear something randomly, the market can hold, the market will be strong. So a hold of this 746, 750 on watch. The market is already running here. It held the zone and pushed back up all the way higher. So the market is already looking like it's just like moving higher, and it has the strength. The key zone that it's rejecting right now is this 752, 754 resistance. We break that, we can go all the way higher to all-time high. So very interesting price action, very strong hold and control by the buyers right now on S&P 500. Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. Awesome. So Qs. Let's take a look at what is happening on QQQ. What happened on Qs is pretty much similar to S&P 500. We dropped on Friday, and then we held below the moving averages, and then the price pushed all the way down, very close to 50 SMA, held around this $685, $86. On Friday, we broke this trend. We broke above 710.11, retested, reclaimed the zone. The bid totally held the level and pushed the price all the way higher. So that was a very strong hold by the Qs as well. And finally, what happened? We gapped up after the news, and for now, S&P 5 Nasdaq is technically holding right above this 730, and it's consolidating right below this 737. We hold that, we reclaim that level, we can go up till 743, and then we have the all-time high. So everything is ready for the market to just continue going higher. We'll see how that works. Again, for both SPY and Qs, a possibility of a pullback is also there, and then we'll have to watch the bid to see if it can hold the demand zones or not, right? Dow Jones, super strong. It already made all-time high. This is the all-time high on Dow Jones, and it already is leading and pushing all the way higher. Retested all-time high, consolidated, and now it's breaking the all-time high, looking super solid, super strong, and obviously above this 518. We'll be on watch for possible continuation on Dow Jones. SMH, another strong ETF here, the semiconductor ETF. We're at all-time high right now, like it's consolidating right at all-time high. So the possibility of pullback on SMH could be there. If we pull back, we might pull back down till 635 and bounce, or you might go down till maybe 625 and bounce. So could be a possibility of a bounce here. So if you just check this out, that could happen. Or if you break out and push all the way higher, maybe just break out and retest right at this 645. We'll see if that happens or not. But super strong. Let's talk about a couple of individual tickers. I will start with some names that are not really moving that much, and then we'll talk about some great plays for the day. Apple is holding really good. Apple looks pretty solid for the next couple of days probably. Why? Because it had a massive breakout after the earning, and now with the market sell-off, Apple held very strong above the previous high. This is a massive hold by the bid, and it's still consolidating right at this 288. So it's just a matter of time that Apple breaks above this zone and continue going higher. If the demand holds 286, 287, 288 zone, okay, which it is holding right now. It's for now it's holding. We'll see if it holds, and if it reclaims above 298, 299, we can go all the way up till 303, and then after that it can really like it doesn't have a major level above it, just 307 and this 314.15. So Apple definitely looks interesting, not for the day, but maybe for the next couple of days. Tesla, yeah, not, I mean, it's looking really good with this pull back up. However, it's still holding right below this 416. So I would like to trade Tesla if it can break above 416 and hold 416.5 and hold above that level strongly with clear price action. Look at all these wicks here on Tesla. Yeah, I trade Tesla a lot. You guys know I used to trade Tesla a lot, but it's not, I mean, the setup, the price action is not really the best. Like there are other names that, as you guys see, like I trade Intel or like trade Qs, right? I trade other Marvel. I trade other tickers that are setting up and are looking pretty good. If you are a little bit experienced, you can, and it's good for you to just practice other names. Again, if you're a beginner, probably you want to just stick to the plan, to the process that we have in the incubator. But if you are an intermediate trader, an experienced trader, honestly, if you're focusing on Tesla every single day, you're just, I would say it's just like wasting a lot of time and energy. Tesla could be good, will be good, will have some setups. It's not there yet. I mean, we'll see if it happens today or not. But we are right below a resistance. So I don't want to go long in the middle of a resistance when the price is in the middle of a resistance zone, or it's just below a resistance zone. I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that the price is holding strong and the bid is holding the level. There is some sort of break, a clear hold, a clear consolidation, a clear pullback. Buyers holding the level, and then go for it. For now, based on what I saw on Tesla in the last couple of weeks, it's not really that interesting. We'll see how it reacts to this 416.5 level, and then we'll plan for the trade there. Another scenario, a consolidation here and then a rejection. If that happens, we can sell off. We can break below this 410, 409 and go all the way down till 395, 400 area on Tesla. That's also a possibility. We'll see if that happens or not. However, with the market strength, well, I'm not sure if that would be the best setup or the highest probability setup. NVIDIA, yeah, pretty much the same. The market is looking super strong, gapped up, very close to all-time high, and NVIDIA is rejecting the 210, 212 resistance. So not the best setup there that I would like to focus on. Like I would if it gets above 212 and hold there. It's not there. It's rejecting the level. So I'm not that much interested in trading NVIDIA. So the only setups that I would be like, if you want to trade, the only possible setups would be a rejection of this 212, 210, 212 and push back down and break of this trend, and then maybe a drop. That could be a quick setup, quick scalp maybe, or a reclaim of 212, and then that would be a different scenario. We can push all the way higher up till this maybe 215, 16 level on NVIDIA. Google, yeah, the same. Google is very similar to Apple, right? It just broke out, retested very well above the previous all-time high of 350, and it's holding pretty well, right? It's holding there very strongly. Not the cleanest setup for maybe day trading, but it might be good for swing trading. It might be good for a good setup for the next couple of days to trade, as long as it gets out of this zone of 375 and 350 level. But the whole big picture and the whole structure looks pretty solid. We had a massive breakout after the earning. We retested right on top of this 350 level. Like, it couldn't be more accurate. Like, it's just like right on top of 350 level, right? And it bounced back up. So it looks very solid. Definitely on watch for the next couple of days. Now, a couple of names that are setting up really well. AMD. AMD is looking pretty, what happened? Looking pretty solid here. Definitely on watch for the day. Look at AMD's price action. AMD broke this trend, looked strong. It moved a lot stronger than the whole market, reclaimed 484. Look at the price action. We broke this trend line, right? We broke this trend line. We reclaimed 485, retested, retested 505, kind of rejected, reclaimed the level, retested 505, pushed back up all the way higher, and then after the gap up in the whole market today, we are above this 500, almost 30, right? 500, yeah, 530 on AMD, above this 527, 530 zone, and right below the all-time high. So it looks very strong, very solid. Obviously, there is another level right here that it is kind of reacting to, but overall, AMD looks very, very strong and solid for the day, for a possible continuation. It is holding right above this 530, so it's looking really solid. However, a pullback down till 527 or maybe down till Friday high could be an interesting setup, a good opportunity for the market to just consolidate a little bit, pull back down, gain back some energy to push back up higher, right? So we'll see if that happens or not. Or another scenario is just like consolidation and break of pre-market high and yeah, retesting all-time high. Previously, we rejected this 540, 546 pretty hard. Lots of rejections, lots of wicks. So just keep that in mind. A possibility of a pullback and continuation might make the whole setup a lot more interesting on AMD. We'll see if that happens or not. Just planning for different scenarios that might happen. Intel, another very, very great setup here. Intel is looking pretty solid here, right above this zone, right? So the same scenario here. Intel broke above 115, retested, reclaimed the level, had a massive rally on Friday, right? And then now it's holding right above this 127. This is a textbook price action, right? Very, very clean price action here on Intel as well. So we are above this 127. Bid is clearly holding the level. Now the price is right. If I want to make it a little bit more accurate, maybe around these areas, or this could be possibly a zone, basically, right? That it is rejecting right now, right? This is just for you guys to kind of have a better understanding of where we are right now. We're basically above this 126 demand, and we are rejecting 130 resistance zone. So guess what happens if we keep holding this 127, maybe pull back down a little bit and reclaim back up, a break of 130, 131 could push Intel to all-time high of 135, right? And technically this is the all-time high in the pre-market. Technically the all-time high is around this 132.7, 133 level. So very, very interesting price action on Intel, very close to all-time high, and overall the bid is looking super strong. So definitely on watch for the day. Yeah, nothing really interesting on Meta. MU looks pretty solid, very similar to the other two semiconductor names, AMD and Intel. However, MU's price is really expensive. The option contracts are a little bit wide on the spread side, right? So not that easy to trade MU. It's pretty wide, and if you want to go for it, be very careful and manage your risk properly. So as long as you can find a contract that its spread is good, MU is looking very solid for possible continuation, very similar to Intel. It's reclaimed this 1,000 level and pushed back up all the way higher, very close to all-time high. Definitely this 1,010, 1,020 on watch as a demand, and then above the pre-market level we can go to 1,090 on MU. The only concern is the spread. Microsoft, not that interesting of a setup, at least for now. If it reclaims above this 397, 398, we might push back up higher to maybe 410. So if you want, you can keep that on watch. Amazon and PLTR. The other names that I wanted to talk about would be Marvel. Marvel, definitely on watch. Look at Marvel's price action right at this 295. Marvel was on watch in the last couple of days with the market sell-off. It was consolidating technically. It didn't really pull back. It didn't feel this gap even. It just held really well above this 248, 250 level. And Jensen Huang commented something about Marvel and said like the company should be $1 trillion company. So it can 5x. I'm not saying like it's just not. I'm just hypothetically we're saying it might happen. We'll see if that happens or not. But technically we are holding really strong right above this 292 level on Marvel. A break of pre-market level can push the price higher to 305 zone, and then after that 320 an all-time high. Definitely on watch. I will keep it on watch for possible continuation. With the whole semiconductor gapping up, Marvel would be one of the most interesting names on watch, especially now that it broke out of this trend line and it's holding real strong above this 292. Another very interesting name would be SpaceX, right? IPO, crazy IPO. Elon Musk is $1 trillion man, and yeah, he's worth more than 195 countries' GDPs. The SpaceX is at $2 trillion, so it's not a joke anymore. It's a reality right now, and it's holding very strong. We don't have much price action here, just one day of price action, not even a full day. But then obviously 172.5 and 176.5 would be on watch as the all-time high and the pre-market high levels. Below pre-market low of 167 might push the price down till 157 as well. You can still you can just trade shares on SpaceX, not options. Probably we should be able to trade options from tomorrow. All right, awesome, cool. So with that being said, I will be going ahead and trade live with the team. We're gonna trade all together, talking about different setups, plan the trades, trade that plan all together, and I will sharing all the insights about how to enter, how to exit in real time with the team. If you want to join us, make sure you check out the description below, and yeah, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, comment down below. I will answer all of your questions. Take care, guys. I will see